Hello, children. Welcome to the second session. Just we'll continue with the story of Aditya and Samuel. Okay, what were the changes that came about in Aditya? Because a total transformation actually takes place in Aditya. What is the transformation? 29 years ago, he was somebody, and after 20 years, he is somebody else. It's a transformation for better, a change for better. How did it come about? Answer: man does change with time, changes with time. If it doesn't change with time, is not man. Transformation, development is part and parcel of a good human being that is warranted in any human being. According to Samuel, Aditya was a boy who could never compete with him in scholastic and non-scholastic activities with Samuel. Okay, Aditya was inferior to him. Though he was rich, he could not compete with him. Okay, he was a liar, first of all, and an envious personality. These are all demerits of Aditya, unbecoming good friend of Samuel. But years later, Aditya was no longer the same. That is, it took about 20 years ago, maybe in between, he might have changed. He was more matured and responsible. That is transformation. Okay? His childish nature made him feel guilty for stealing the medal that belonged to Samuel. Saying that he would just return the medal immediately, he did not return it, he ran away. It is called usurping. Aditya now wanted to restore Samuel his last happiness. Last happiness is last medal. Knowing about his financial constraints, he decided to give him the cost of the silver medal. That is his good nature, Aditya's recovered good nature. He wanted to give him money because he knew that Samuel was suffering from poverty. Therefore, he wanted to give him in return. I mean, in the place of medal, he wanted to give him some 1500. That is why he went to the jeweler shop to ascertain the value of the gold medal. Sorry, value of the medal. He decided to give him the cost of the silver medal. He went to his ancestral house with a firm determination. He rushed to the attic, pushed his hand inside the ventilator, took out the much longed for item, that is medal, with a great sigh of relief. When he was able to locate it, find it out, he was very happy, he was relieved. And he went straight to the jeweler to determine, okay, to ascertain the current rate of the medal in the market. He wanted to give it to him. All these surely show a remarkable change in him. Even when Samuel behaved rudely, Samuel was rude because Samuel was rude and there is justification in his rudeness. You cannot find fault with Samuel because he was rude with Aditya after 20 years ago. Because the behavior of Aditya 29 years ago irritated Samuel. And Samuel has got every reason to be rude and angry towards his old friend, that is Aditya. Aditya was courteous and friendly. This is another transformation. Okay, Aditya did not retaliate Samuel's anger. Aditya was courteous and friendly. His only intention was penitence, that is repentance. Okay, his only, intention was penitence. He was so mature that he even understood and justified Samuel's grievances. When Samuel preferred the medal without second thoughts, see here also Samuel did not was not ready to accept the medal, though he was suffering from poverty. He did not want money, but he wanted to get back his medal because he won it. He won it in the poetry recitation competition. Without second thoughts, he restored it to Samuel wholeheartedly. Change is universal, and we find that change in Aditya. And similarly, what do you learn from this story? We have to change ourselves as and when you find out some mistake in your behavior, in your thinking, in your action. Okay, you have to just rectify. That is transformation. That is the meaning of life. And short answers. Answer the following questions in about 2 or 3 sentences. First question: write a few lines about the owner of the shop. It's not that you have to write as it is given by me. Okay, you can just change. You can bring in new vocabulary. You can bring in new phrases, new expressions. You can read the story in original and original lines and phrases and words can be lifted and used in your answer. When you reproduce prose lesson, that is original lines, either the prose lesson or poetry, that will have its own merit. Okay, don't just cultivate the habit of memorizing from bazaar notes and whatever notes. Try to bring in your language. That is originality. Just for model how to write, how to present the answers, I have given the models here. You take it as a guidance and don't take it as a copy. The owner of the tea shop was Uncle Noggin. His age was over 60. He was a little rustic in appearance. Rustic, rough. Rustic in appearance, not courteous, not gentle. Rustic in appearance. With his white, neatly combined hair and clean look. He was wearing a dhoti and blue striped shirt under a green shawl. Okay, this is a few lines about the owner of the shop. And also, something is missing in this answer. He knew Samuel, and when it was 4 o'clock, he reminded Samuel, Samuel, this is 4 o'clock. It's time for you to leave the tea shop, go home. He reminded that. That important point is, omitted here in this answer. Okay, just you can include it. And number two, what was the daily routine of Samuel? What is the daily schedule of Samuel? Samuel, how did Samuel spend his time? Okay, because he was not a busy person, he was not having any business and all. How did he spend his time? Samuel comes to the tea shop. Here actually see the use of present tense, simple present tense. Samuel comes to the tea shop, has tea, biscuits, and always remembers to pay for it. That is self-respect, as he has an accurate sense of self-respect. Number three, why was there a sudden change in Aditya's expression? Okay, while leaving the tea shop, that is Aditya and Satyajit Ray, they just reach Nagin's shop, and there is a lone customer, and he was Samuel. Before Aditya could recognize Samuel, Samuel recognized Aditya because of his memory power. While leaving the tea shop, Samuel recited a poem written by Tagore. It was the same poem Aditya heard at school. Okay, 29 years ago. Like Nalai Namade, every some of the films, you will have some family song like that. Just like that, the Tagore song is sung by Samuel. 29 years ago on the prize giving day. So when he recited it, he was, very sure that he would remind Aditya about his past life. Therefore, he sang it purposely. So there was a sudden change in Aditya's expression. Okay, this is a very important question. Why did Aditya decide to visit his ancestral home? But though he had no intention to visit ancestral home, he proceeded to ancestral home. Why? Aditya decided to visit his ancestral house to take his medal from his attic. That is very important. To take, to retrieve, okay, to take or to retrieve or to collect the medal, that is silver medal, usurped by him from Samuel from his attic of the ancestral house. Next question. Number 5. What was the condition of the attic? Okay, that is old house. A portion of a wall of the attic had crumbled down. Okay, just like a debris, just like a destroyed house, crumbled down. The walls were not in the original shape, place. Through the created window, see the expression. This is taken from the original prose, lesson by Satyajit Ray. Through the created window, it was not created windows by nature. Okay, nobody just constructed a window there on its own, created. We could see the sky, the fields, part of the rice mill, the tall structure of the old temple. Okay, in the whole house, the attic had probably been the worst hit by wind and weather. Over 29 years, the floor was strewn with twigs, straw, and pigeon droppings. See the expression, see the vocabulary. Okay, twigs and straw and pigeon droppings. Number 6. When did Aditya heave a sigh of relief? Why? Aditya heaved a sigh of relief when what he had been looking for in the attic. See the tense, mixture of tenses. 3 tenses have been used in the sentence, single sentence. Aditya heaved a sigh of relief. Heaved, simple past. When he had got, past perfect, had got what he had been looking, okay, past perfect continuous, had been looking for in the attic. Three tenses mixed. It was a silver medal that belonged to Samuel, taken by Aditya by force. He took it from his 29 years ago and lied, that told a lie. Lied, lie is used as a verb. Lied that was lost. Lied that was lost. Medal was lost. Now he wanted to return it to him because of that transformation, mental transformation. Number 7, why did Aditya and his friends go to the jeweler? Okay, Aditya and his friend went to the jeweler shop in order to ascertain the actual, value of the medal. Because we wanted to give Sanyon the money to find out the weight of the article and the money, corresponding money. And what did Aditya offer Samuel? Is it medal or money? First, Aditya offered Samuel 150 rupees. The description is 1500 rupee note. Okay, 1500 rupee note. That is 1500 rupees. That was the value as assessed by the jeweler. It was the price of the medal which Samuel received in school for recitation. Number 9, your grievances are absolutely justified. Who says this and to whom and why? Okay, your grievances are absolutely justified within quotes, taken from the original lesson. Who says this? This is called ERC. Aditya said this to Samuel. Your grievances are absolutely justified. Therefore, you have every right to scold me. Okay, Aditya said to this to Samuel because Aditya was the cause for Samuel's grievances, who suffered this grievance for 29 long years without his medal. Okay, that is right the question. And now, as part of exercise, we come to know about compound words. Compound words means words mixing together, making new words. Okay, what are the various possibilities of forming compound words? Noun plus noun. One noun will mix with another noun, and you will have a different noun, a new noun. Noun plus verb. Verb plus noun. Preposition will go with the noun, and gerund with the noun, and noun with the gerund. And then adjective plus preposition plus noun. That is another possibility. And then noun, preposition, noun again. Okay, this is another combination. These are all the various possibilities of making new words. For example, kitchen garden. Okay, kitchen garden, kitchen is noun, garden is another noun. So when it is kitchen garden, it becomes a new noun. And then mouthwash. What is mouthwash? Mouth is noun, wash is verb. So mouthwash is some solvent that washes the mouth. Okay, so mouth is noun, wash is verb. Mouthwash combined together, a new word. And then verb plus noun. Watchman. Watch is verb, man is noun. Watchman. The man who watches. The man who watches, that is watchman. And then preposition and noun. Overcoat. Over is preposition, coat is noun. Overcoat. The coat that is over your body is called overcoat. And then gerund plus noun. That is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. The powder that bleaches. Okay, that is bleaching. Here, bleaching is used as a noun, that is gerund, verbal noun. Bleaching powder. And the noun plus gerund, housekeeping. Housekeeping, keeping the house clean and neat, that is housekeeping. House maintenance. Okay. And then adjective preposition noun, that is good for nothing. You are a good, if you call somebody good for nothing, when you want to scold somebody for some silly mistake, we say good for nothing fellow. Noun, preposition, noun, mother-in-law, father-in-law, etc. Is actually that in is called infix. Okay, so many affixes are there: prefix, suffix, infix. This is another example for infix, that is mother-in-law. Another explanation is noun plus preposition plus noun. Now you have got exercise 1 and 2. For noun plus noun, you are expected to give 2 words. That I will give you. If you want, you can just note it down, or you can find out your own examples. That is first one, wrist watch. And then second one, school girl. School girl. It is not domestic girl, she is school girl. Sunburn. Toothbrush. The brush that, the brush that brushes the teeth. That is toothbrush. washroom, typeset, upstairs, backbone, sleeping pill. Sleeping pill, the fun is the pill is not sleeping. Okay, the sleeping pill means sleeping is not adjective here. Sleeping pill means, if sleeping is adjective, the pill that sleeps. But the meaning is not like that. Sleeping, the pill that helps somebody to sleep. That is sleeping. Therefore, sleeping is gerund here. Sleeping is gerund. Sleeping boy means the boy who is sleeping. There, sleeping is adjective. Sleeping pill means the pill that helps you sleeping. That is gerund here. Just like a flying saucer, biting dog, like that. Washing machine, the machine that washes, book binding, and then time consuming. This is a time consuming activity. Fit for nothing, good for nothing, good for fit for nothing, all for good. And commanders in chief, daughters in law. That is 8 examples, pairs of examples are in the exercise, the earlier exercise, you can note down. And then D, coming to the next exercise in the book, combine the words in column A with those in column B to form compound words as many as you can. Okay, here it restricted with a single example. You can just go for further combinations with your creativity. And then possibility, first of all. Rain, snow, star, draw, play, lottery, under, man, side, foot. Light, sing, fall, ball, back, ticket, walk, note, world, hole. And what are the possibilities? Rain goes with the fall, rainfall, snow, snowball or snowfall, and star, starlight, draw, drawback, and then play, plaything, playback, and lottery, lottery ticket, and lottery agent. The agent is not there. Lottery ticket, and underworld kingdom, underworld dawn, man, manhole, and then sidewalk, pavement or platform, and football or footnote. These are the combinations. Okay. And then another exercise D. Form compound words from the boxes given below and fill in the blanks in the sentences that follow with the appropriate compound words. Waiting, these are all the words. Waiting, out, income, etc. We'll go straight away to the sentences with the incomplete, blank spaces. Please. Siva visited the hairstylist to have a clean dash. Okay, you have to understand the meaning, and you have to look for the word that completes the meaning. Siva visited the hairstylist to have a clean haircut. Haircut is a combination of hair and cut. Okay, and then Tarini had given the sarees for dry cleaning. Had given the sarees for dry and cleaning go together, make the word dry cleaning. Number 3, the greenhouse. Green is a word, house is another word. Greenhouse is a compound word, compound noun that is required here. The greenhouse is a natural process that warms the earth's surface. Number 4, never wait for an alarm clock to wake you up. You yourself just wake up, okay, at the right time. Never wait for an alarm clock. Alarm is a one word, clock is another word, compound noun. Alarm clock. Number 5, the children were late to school as there was a traffic jam. Traffic jam is a compound noun near the toll plaza. Number 6, the government expects every individual to promptly pay the income tax. Okay, income, one word, tax is another word, hyphenated word, income tax. First, initially, when two words join together, make a new word. First of all, the hyphen will be there. When the hyphenated words are repeatedly used, that hyphen will go and will become one word. Okay. People usually wear sunglasses during summer. Okay, sunglasses. Glasses used in sun, under sun. Number 8, the patients were asked to sit in the waiting room until the doctor arrived. Waiting room. Here also, the room is not waiting. The room that helps the people to wait, that is waiting room. Number 9, with the teamwork, we are able to multiply our output. Okay, multiply our output result. Number 10, the room was looking bright with a colorful wallpaper. Wall is one word, paper is another. Now this is not a hyphenated word, just see. Wallpaper, meaning wallpaper. The paper used for walls to decorate it. That is wallpaper. Exercise F, that is form new words by adding appropriate prefix and suffix. Okay, these are all how words are created further and further. That is, there are 500,000 words in English language. They say 500,000 means 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs words are there. These are all the various ways and means how new vocabulary items are created. For example, accurate. The opposite of accurate is inaccurate. If you add ly to the end, you get adverb. Accurately. I did it accurately. Understood, misunderstood. That is, miss is the prefix. And practice, malpractice. Okay, malpractice, that is the word. Mal is just opposite of good practice. Practice is just C, C-E, that is C. It is not S, S it is means, it is verb. Because it is CE, it is noun. Number 4, technology, biotechnology. Number 5, fashion, fashionable, ABLE, fashion. Fashion is noun, fashionable is adjective, fashionable shop, fashionable person, fashionable habit, like that. Different, indifferent, in is a prefix, indifferent, just opposite of, now indifferent means, it is not attached, different, deviation. Differently, ly, adding ly adverb. Child, childish, childlike, childhood, these are all new words. Child, childish, childlike. Number 8, national, international, nationalize. If you add ISE, it becomes nationalize, it becomes a verb. National is adjective, international is adjective again, international. Okay, opposite of domestic, international, domestic flight, international flight. Number 9, origin, original, originality. Origin, noun, original, adjective, al suffix, and originality, if you add ity, originality, that is noun, originality. Number 10, enjoy, able, enjoyable, adjective, enjoyment, noun, enjoy, verb. Okay. Next, we are going to learn a poem, The Ant and the Cricket. This is a very simple poem, but it has got a wonderful, advice. Okay, adapted from Aesop's fable. Fable is a story without the author's name. Okay, I'll just read the poem. Just listen. Vocabulary is not going to be very challenging, and you yourself, just know most of the words. Actually, no word will be just posing any difficulty for you. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Okay, silly young cricket, accustomed to sing, that is usual. Usually he used to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. The summer and spring are suitable, comfortable months for the birds because the season will be very nice and enjoyable. Okay, therefore, summer and spring, the silly young cricket. See the adjective, young cricket, and it is silly. Why it is silly? Because accustomed to sing through summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Winter is come now. Winter has come. But what about the cupboard? Cupboard means it is storing. It stores nothing in the store. Doesn't have any food in the cupboard. Cupboard is empty because was not in the habit of storing things during summer and spring. Just sang and danced and spent summer and spring comfortably. Okay, without worrying about the future. Now, you just have a parallel study with you, with yourself. Every one of you should compare this silly young cricket with yourself. Am I going to be a silly young cricket, or I'm going to be an ant which is always working? Okay. not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. This is a sad state of this winter season. Not a crumb, not a grain to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. No leaf, no flower, because that is the winter season. That is the winter season. Now, no more dancing, no more singing for the cricket. Cricket is very hungry because the cricket was not able to find anything. And his cupboard also empty. Oh, what will become, says the cricket of me. What will become of me? Okay, that is the question asked by cricket. At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with the wet and all trembling with the cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Okay, that is the only way. So when the cricket was not able to find food anywhere, was not able to take rest some in some house, some refuge. Now the cricket thinks about ant because according to the cricket, ant is very comfortable in the winter season also. Therefore, cricket thinks of approaching ant. Oh, what will become of me? At last, by starvation and famine, both mean the same. Famine, starvation. Starvation without food, famine, the same thing. Made bold and dripping with the wet, all trembling with the cold. Away he set off, started to a miserly ant. Why it is miserly ant? Ant was just, he did not want to waste food. He did not want to waste food. And at the same time, when time was there, the ant wanted to store food for future. Therefore, miserly ant to see if to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain. Okay, to see to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain, and not only that, a mouthful of grain. See the word arrangement, all simple words, but still, when you just read the poem, it will be wonderful. It will be a very nice experience if you just read it in the proper way. That is the difference between prose reading and poetry reading. If you just read a poem, the word arrangement will be wonderful. Him sheltered from rain and a mouthful of grain. Rain and grain rhyming with each other. Rain and grain. And similarly, borrow and tomorrow. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. Okay, rhyming words. And then AABB, rhyming scheme. He wished only to borrow. He wanted to only borrow. Again, that false self-respect is there with the cricket. You need not give me anything, for nothing. I will just return it. When time comes, that is when spring returns, I will return. I will return whatever I borrow right now. This is a kind of a self-deception. It is self-deception, deceiving oneself. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. If not, if you don't give me shelter from rain, if you don't give me mouthful of grain, I will starve death. He must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. Now, I am your servant and friend. Cricket says, no, I am your servant, I am your friend, I agree. I agree, actually, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. See the principle, see the policy. Okay? We ants never borrow, we ants never lend. I'm recollecting a statement from Rajini Bacha. பணம் கொடுக்கறதும் தப்பு, வாங்குறதும் தப்பு. Same thing actually in Shakespeare also. Shakespeare actually in Macbeth, one of the 5 major tragedies. Polonius will say, neither a borrower nor a lender be. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. See the quotation, wonderful quotation. If you take a Shakespeare play, Hamlet, you will just see these lines, 3 lines, wonderful lines. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. These are all messages to our life. Neither a borrower nor lender be. Why? Because borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. Borrowing, you don't find these lines in the slide now. Just I am recalling from a memory, I am telling. Borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. And loan, actually what happens? You will lose both loan as well as the friend. Okay, the loan will not return, and the friend also will be missing, will be absconding with the loan. Just like Aditya missed with the medal from Sanyol, like that. Borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry means, what is the meaning of it? Edge of husbandry. Edge of husbandry means, you won't know the limit. First, you will ask for 100 rupees loan, and then after spending that 100 rupees, you will ask for another loan, 100, another 100, another 50, like that. There is no limit for borrowing. Therefore, we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. It's a wonderful policy for the ant. We are just learning. You have to learn that quality from ant. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? What did you do? What the hell were you doing when the weather was warm and spring and summer? When the season was wonderful, what were you doing? Tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket. Quoth is asked. The poetic term, quoth means ask. Ask cricket, not I. That is a very blank answer given by the cricket. Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light. This is this is the cricket admits actually what happened. My heart was so light, not heavy. I was very playful. That the season was encouraging. I played and danced and sang. That I sang day by night, day and night. For all nature looked gay, happy. For all nature looked gay. You sang, so you say. This is again this ant is asking the cricket. You sang. Did he say so? Like that? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Winter has come. What did you do? Summer played. Now just go and play. Go then and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Wicket means that gate, small gate of ant's house. He hastily, very fast. He, that is ant, lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Go away. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have but 2. Wonderful line. That's the final line, initial line. That is the climax of the entire poem. So long, actually, so far we did not see anything worthy, but the last line, and that too, last half of the line, okay, the second half. Some have but 2, and 4 legs, animals and birds maybe, but 2-legged animals also behave like that, that is human beings. So that is important here. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have but 2. Therefore, the point actually not quite. This fable tells us something like that. Work while you work, play while you play. That is the way to be happy and gay. Okay. Winter season just to play, but at the same time, you have to think about future. If you don't store for, if you don't save anything for future, you will suffer. That is the moral of the story of the poem. Okay. Now, based on your understanding of the poem, read the following lines and answer the questions given below. 2 more questions. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. These are the 2 lines taken from the poem, followed by some questions. A. What was the routine of the cricket? What was the schedule, daily routine of the cricket? The routine of the cricket was to sing and while away. While away is one word. Space between while and away, that's a mistake. While away, it is spend. While away the time enjoying the spring. Next one, name the seasons mentioned here. What are the 2 seasons mentioned here? The seasons mentioned are summer and winter. Don't write anything extra, okay? And you will just spoil your answer, and you are likely to go make a mistake. Name the seasons mentioned here. You are expected to write only 2 things. Only, that is summer and winter. The season mentioned here are summer and spring. And the seasons mentioned are, those 4 words are also taken from the question. Name the seasons mentioned here. The seasons mentioned here are. You are supplying only one word, that is are. And summer and winter taken from the given lines. Okay. Like that, you have to be very frugal and economic in giving answers. Maximum use the words, phrases given in the text. Number two, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Taken from poem. And questions. Who does he refer to? Who is that he here? Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty. Cupboard was empty means naturally not the ant, but the what? That is a cricket. He refers to the foolish cricket. That foolish cricket, actually, the foolish word is not found anywhere here. Okay, foolish cricket. Why was his cupboard empty? His cupboard was empty because he had not stored any food during summer and other season. Okay, and then number three, spring. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Two lines. What couldn't he found? What couldn't he find on the ground? Okay, that is ground and cupboard. Ground, snow-covered. He could not find even a single piece of bread on the ground. That is crumb. Okay, and then why was a crumb and bread go together? That is why bread on the ground. Why was the ground covered with snow? The ground was covered with snow because of the onset of winter season. Winter season is appearing. Because of the appearance as a mark of winter season coming, the ground was totally covered with white snow. As a result, cricket could not find any food and suffered from starvation and famine. Friends, we'll just meet tomorrow. We'll continue with this poem. Thank you. Thank you very much.